great man once said, only real men fly Vipers. Become a Viper pilot today. Frack you, asshole. Oh, hell.
Alright, pilots, this is the part of the exercises you've all been waiting for. We've noticed that some of the comments by the text behind the CNP have gotten on your nerves. I believe the one about a Nugget and a CNP-equipped Viper being better than any of Theseus' pilots was the worst. I've suggested that we put this to the test in the next round of simulations. We're going to put several Nuggets through a series of tests, and we'll then play the exact same tests for you in a non-CNP Viper. We're counting on you as a skilled pilot to defend Theseus' honor here.
Oh, I won't.
Today's trials will compare your performance in a non-CNP Viper to our Nuggets in CNP-enabled ones. Tests will range from assessing basic skills like targeting and gaining a missile lock, to a full-scale combat trial against multiple opponents. We will then have you against one of the Nuggets in a dogfight to decide if the text claims really are true. Show us your best performance out there. Dismissed.
Connery, interval check. Thrust positive and steady. You are clear for launch. Goodbye.
Launch.
For the first exercise, we'll be testing your ability to quickly target and face hostiles. There are 3 drones in close proximity. Use your targeting controls to quickly target and face these 3 drones. You may target the drones in any order. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The Viper Mark 7 is fitted with 2 primary banks, which can be cycled for single or linked fire. Set your primary weapons to linked fire now. The Mark 7 also has 2 secondary banks. Each bank may be fitted with different ordnance that can be accessed by cycling banks. Do this now. Vipers can fire missiles individually or in volleys. Set your active secondary weapon bank to dual fire now. Return your primary and secondary weapons to single fire mode for the next test. Good. Now we are going to test your reaction time with secondary weapons. Obtain a missile lock on all 3 drones. Target a drone and center it in your reticle until the lock indicator informs you to shoot. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the next trial, you must hit each target once using your guns. You will be penalized for multiple hits. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the next test, you will try to hit each drone with a single missile. The dummy warheads in your loadout are armed with pyrotechnics, so you can tell when you score a hit. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. targeting. You will be required to actively target parts of Drone 1, which is now hostile. Begin by targeting the drone's sensor subsystem. Good. Now target Drone 1's communication systems. Well done. Now to complete the exercise, target Drone 1's navigation subsystem. Excellent. Remember that targeting subsystems and turrets is vital when engaging larger vessels. Vipers have the capacity to target and track active warheads. For this exercise, an assault raptor will make several bombing runs at the Theseus with training weapons. You are to intercept these warheads. Your bomb targeting system will, in order, track active warheads, craft capable of launching them, and finally the nearest hostile if enemy fighters carrying warheads are absent. For the remainder of these exercises, your flight controls will be unlocked. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Launch.
When you are in range of the target, your gun reticle will appear. This displays where you need to aim in order to hit your target. Just place it over your target and fire away.
Check your goddamn fire, pilot. You're supposed to be shooting down the missiles, not me.
Interception exercise is concluded.
Frack you! Whoops.
Targeting trials have been completed. Stand by for combat trials. For the first combat test, Drone 1 will fire missiles at you. You are to dodge or spoof them using your countermeasures. You are not to fire upon the drone. Remember to save some countermeasures for our next exercise. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. For the next test, you will have to attempt to destroy the drones. Once the drone is destroyed, it will be removed from combat. Begin by neutralizing Drone 1. Test begins in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Son of a bitch. He's supposed to. Gotcha, asshole!
That was a good fight. Looks like the CNP isn't a substitute for skill.
That concludes our exercises. Red lead, you're authorized for combat landing. Repeat, you are to manually land.
Viper 721, Theseus. Approach ventral starboard landing bay. Hands on, speed 90. Check is red. Call it off.
To make a combat landing, approach any of the Theseus's landing pods, and once you are inside, gently attempt to bring yourself into contact with the runway surface. That's gently. During a combat landing situation, the landing officer will often call out a preferred landing bay. Remember that this is an advisory, and the final decision lies with the pilot to choose which landing bay will provide them with the least dangerous landing.
There she is, Theseus. Oh shit. I overshot that. Oh, stop gliding. Gentle. Gentle.
Viper 721, Theseus. Skates down, backlog secure.
Woo!
Looks like you managed to conclusively prove that the CNP is not a replacement for the experienced pilot.
Frack, yeah.
CNP techs will have to quit their bragging now. Given Obit's scores in CNP Vipers, beating him was very impressive. When you're off duty, first round's on me. Unfortunately, we won't be getting much more time to play with the CNP anyway. Orders have just come in for a 3-month patrol along the Armistice line. We'll probably be the last ship in the entire fleet to get the CNP upgrade at this rate.
Good.
You'll have a few days to get your things in order before we ship out. I suggest you take the next shuttle to PyCon. Dismiss.
Frack that CNP bullshit. I don't need that. That's what allowed the Cylons to take over the damn ships anyhow. Blow up all the Vipers in the colonial fleet. Frack them. Get Diaspora and start kicking ass.